Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. It's your boy Dead on Dave, and it's a Monday show. So it's a preview show and a roundup show. It's a sports day, and I'm sing-songy today, and it's going crazy. Everything's going nuts. The world is fucking just going insane. Dogs and cats sleeping together. Mass hysteria. But luckily, I have a man. I have a man with me. The light in the darkness, the beacon, the fire that my inner moth flocks to. His name is Jeff Huffman. He is my tag team partner, my boy, my buddy, and he would definitely always listen to my issues rather than talk about fantasy hockey. It's Jeff Huffman. What's going on, pal?
Karma's a bitch, Dallas, isn't it? Fuck you. Fuck Dallas. Fuck Jerry Jones.
Yeah, that was a crazy-ass game. I hate Green Bay so much I can't even speak right, though.
See, I have that hatred for Dallas.
I hate Dallas, too. That's the thing. But I hate Green Bay more.
It's the lesser of two evils for you.
Well, yeah, basically. Well, no, because I physically cannot root for Green Bay. Physically can't.
Well, you're a Bears fan.
Yeah, I can't
That's
do it.
understandable.
Yeah.
That's understandable.
But I do hate Dallas, too. Honestly, I wish that fucking like everybody got this is my new go-to move, because I used to wish like injuries on people, but I don't do that anymore. Now I just want everyone to come down with a massive case of carpal tunnel. Just like a terrible case.
Right, you were talking about that with Rodgers.
Yeah, I want them all to get it. Everyone on the field, if they would have got stricken with a severe case of carpal tunnel, I would not have shed a tear. I probably would have slept well. Who knows? All right, so we got a busy show to go through, and with all of my vigilante work that I seem to be doing as of late, it's hard to get in all of this stuff. Since you're here, before we get started, let's go ahead. You want to talk about what's going on in the world of craziness when it comes to bullying? Everyone else has an opinion. What's your opinion?
We are going to the stuff related to Tommy NC. Great guy. Great guy from what I've heard. I haven't talked to him personally. We haven't been, we haven't interacted with each other. Yeah. But, just from what I've heard, he sounds like a real good guy. And just the stuff he's fucking funny as hell.
Yeah, he's a real inspiration.
Funny as hell. He's so positive. And for what's-his-face to send him a fucking novel like that to him.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's craziness, man.
Saying like this is a fucking corporation.
Yeah.
I don't know. It just left me speechless, like shaking my head. I'm like, why?
I'm having a hard time with it, man. It's just like I did what I wanted to do. I spoke out against it. I'm pissed off, and that's cool and everything. It's cool to be angry about something, and I am in this. This is just it's infuriating to me. The guy's apologized. And I'm gonna be.
Oh yeah.
His apology means fucking shit to me, and I'll tell you why, man. And you can't fucking say I'm not gonna make any excuses and then make a bunch of fucking excuses.
Yeah, I don't. After listening to that message, I don't even know how you can recover from that.
Yeah, well, he's gonna try because he's going on Tommy Talks. And I guess he's gonna apologize on air, which I guess I was supposed to be a part of, but I'm saying right now I am not going to be a part of it. Anything that and here's my stance on it. It might hurt Tommy's feelings at this point, but I got to stand up for what I believe in, man. I got to be able to sleep at night and be able to raise my kid telling her, this is what I believe in, you believe what you believe, but these are my principles. And here's the reality. This guy is B rotten, and honestly, the entire fucking network is actually starting to irritate me as well, because with Alex saying stuff like, you don't know the entire side of the story and all this shit, it just tells me they don't fucking get it. They don't get it, man. The reality is there needs to be some kind of consequences for this. I mean, actual fucking consequences. This guy needs to be he cannot be spouting this shit or anything on air for a little while. I'm not saying fire the guy forever, but I mean, he's got to take a hiatus here.
No, you're saying no. I know. I completely get what you're saying, because if this was like a real business in the real world, there would be major fucking consequences for something like that.
And he's saying that they're a real corporation. They're a business. I mean, they're serious. Well, if they're that fucking serious, when somebody makes a egregious mistake like this, you suffer for it. You pay for it. And sometimes an apology is not enough, especially one that seems like someone wrote for you. Because that one seems so contrived to me. It does not seem genuine. Because it's so different than what he wrote before.
Basically what you're saying is he's sounding like Alex Rodriguez and Ryan Braun when it comes to apologizing.
Exactly.
By the way, fuck them too.
Right?
That should have been Matt Kemp's fucking MVP, Braun, you fucking bitch.
So what I'm going to say is this. I'm not going to be on that show. I'm not going to be associated with anything that B. Rotten is associated with. It has nothing to do with Tommy Talks. I will support him. And honestly, I'll have B. Rotten on this show, but I will not go on Tommy Talks and listen to B. Rotten suck Tommy off and to make Tommy feel better when I know it's bullshit. I cannot fucking be a part of it.
Right, and even though that you're not going to be on there, Tommy, from like I just said, from what I've heard and what from all of you guys have said, he's a super positive guy, and he'll be fine. I mean,
yeah, he'll be okay. And I'm going to listen to it, and if the guy slips up and attacks Tommy on air, and I'll feel bad that I wasn't there to defend him, but believe me, the wrath of God will befall this cunt. It's just a reality of the situation. And Joe Cronin spoke 45 minutes on this subject last night. And I get, he had a very diplomatic way of looking at things at times. He expressed his outrage, but he also had some other things that I feel he kind of let him off a little bit. And Tommy C agrees. And it's just, I get what Joe's doing, but at the same time, I brought this up for a reason. And I think that's kind of gotten lost. I brought this up because I felt fucking outraged about it. And now this is turning into something else, which I wasn't intending it for. It's a very fucked up situation. And I can't be a part of this show, Tommy. I'm sorry, buddy. I hope you're not too mad at me about it. I will do shows with you, but you don't fucking have that type of situation happen on air. It's just, there's nothing good to come of it. I'm either going to look like I'm full of shit or I'm going to look like an asshole. One of the two things, and both of them has to do with rectums.
No good outcomes for you.
There's just no good outcome. There's no good outcome. None, You guys know where my stance is on it. You know how I feel about it. I feel it's fucking bullshit, and that's about it. I'll speak about it if people want to talk about tonight on Raw or whatever. But other than that, I'm done with this for the moment because we got bigger and better things to talk about. So I appreciate the time to get that out there, and I appreciate your support, buddy. So let's get into Raw tonight. Oh, God, do we even want to? Let's talk about treading into more muddy waters.
To be fair, you were very pumped going into Raw last week, and it was
mediocre,
questionable. Yeah, questionable
at
best. And you've been saying that this week's gonna suck. Yeah. So why shouldn't it turn it around? Why shouldn't it be turned around this week?
Well, I'm hoping some things could happen. I mean, let's see what should happen.
You know what could fix that? Sting.
I said the same thing. Yeah, Sting could fix it, but we know that's not going to happen. Daniel Bryan might be on the show. I know he's not going to wrestle because he's not wrestling till Thursday. So we'll see what happens there if he's on the show at all.
And we're in agreement that he's going to be in action on SmackDown, right?
Yeah.
We're in agreement that he's going to kick the shit out of Fandango.
That's what I'm betting on Fandango. I'd say Cesaro, but it looks like they actually have a purpose for him. I think the biggest questions for tonight is tag team division. What's the Ascension going to do? What's going on with the Usos? How are they going to further this storyline? Is Golden Stardust still going to be around in the tag team? What's that? Make a wish.
Oh, I was doing the Stardust Make a Wish from SmackDown. That still has me fucking rolling.
Yeah, Make a Wish. Yeah, right. All of there's all of that, and of course, are the three newly fired superstars going to make an appearance? Are they going to buy a ticket? Are they going to be there? I could
see something like that, but I could also see them, Sting leading them back.
This is what I would like to see. If I had to book tonight's show, this is what I would do. I would open up the show with a blank ring, nobody in the ring, just regular music and stuff, and then out of the crowd comes Ziggler, Rowan, and Ryback, and they come and just stand in the ring, in the middle of the ring. And like WWE can play it up. They won't give him a mic, or they give him a mic and then they shut the mics off, whatever. And they just stand there and they're screaming all kinds of crazy stuff. They're like, we're not leaving. This is bullshit. We're standing up for what's right. We're picketing. Call it the picket line. There you go. Call it the picket line. I kind of like that. And they're not allowing people to come out. And then the authority comes out and they're like, well, then we're going to force you to leave. The lights go out and there is Sting.
That would be beautiful.
That would be a great
I don't see that happening.
Neither do I. More likely than not, it'll be those three guys, and then Cena will come out. Cena will be trying to... And maybe they'll beat down Cena. That'd be kind of cool. But you can't have three guys go heel.
That's a possibility. I don't see it, though.
I don't see it either. But, I mean, Raw just... I don't know. What do you guys think is going to happen on Raw tonight? Leave it in the comments below, because, man, this is... it's kind of a tricky Raw to guess. I mean... Brock Lesnar's not scheduled, or maybe he is, but you know what? I think he is. I take that back. I think he is scheduled, but he hasn't done anything physical, so why should we think he's going to tonight? I guess they're going to further the storyline with Ambrose, Rollins, Reigns, and Big Show. We'll see how that happens.
That could be interesting.
That could be interesting, but is it going to carry an entire show? I think tonight just calls for one of those anarchy nights. We need just crazy things to happen. I'm sure more people are going to be announced for the Rumble.
Right.
You know, so we'll see. You know, they can lean heavily on the Divas tonight, too. Maybe we could see Paige go for 10 minutes in a match with somebody. That'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, that'd be great, but we know that's not going to happen.
More than likely not going to happen. So, but, I mean, really, that's all there really is to talk about for Raw. There's really not much. You got anything else on Raw that you want to get out there?
Well, yeah, like you said, they probably need a bunch of crazy shit to happen tonight. Or, what could make it a good show is just good fucking matches.
Yeah, this could be a night to just scale it back and let's see some matches. But with the Royal Rumble right there, they're gonna lean on that theme. So who knows? It's gonna be an interesting one.
Probably play the numbers video.
Yeah, we'll get the numbers video, I'm sure. Which I don't mind. I like that numbers video.
I kind of do too. I don't mind watching it.
For anyone watching, if you think I might be dying, I'm kind of with you. I look really white right now. Because I think I may have overdid it today in the pool. I'm trying to lose weight. I look like death. White. I look like death, dude. This is bad.
Paige is really white, though. I mean, you don't.
Yeah, but she's healthy. I think I might actually die on camera. This is not good. Jesus. Anyway, so football. It's NFL time, people. This is
Dallas.
Wow, what an interesting friggin'
shit, Dallas.
Weekend.
Fuck you.
Let's start there. Dallas looked like they had this game. I mean, honestly, for 3 quarters, they really did what they wanted to do. They did what they wanted to do against Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers didn't look like Aaron Rodgers until the fucking end of the game. It makes me sick that he's so good. It makes me sick to my fucking ass that he is this good. I mean, his calf is like falling off, and yet he's able to do shit that nobody else can fucking do. Everything he throws, it gets caught by somebody in a fucking green jersey. It's unbelievable to me. Dallas folded like a fucking lawn chair at the end.
Unlike Joe Flacco, Aaron Rodgers is actually extremely fucking good.
Yeah.
Not to take anything away from Joe Flacco,
no, because in the playoffs he is Aaron Rodgers, but this weekend. But we'll talk about that in a second. It was just an interesting game. There was some controversy. Look, I actually feel that was a catch by Dez Bryant. I felt that.
No. It was a catch. It was a catch. It should be a catch, but by the rule book, it's not a catch.
Here's the thing. Even with the rules, because of the completion of a thing, I feel he did complete the catch, and his football move was when he made that dive towards the end zone. I felt, that ball did not come out of his hand.
That is a fair argument. That is a fair argument there. And in real time, real speed for the referee, that it may not have been an easy. Well, they initially ruled it a catch too.
Yeah, they
right?
They did.
Okay, yeah.
It was a crazy thing because the ball does not come out of his hands until he makes that dive, until he dives towards the ground. Usually,
very true, very true.
Usually, when that happens, they don't overturn. They leave the call stand, and I felt that should have been the case. But it is what it is. Dallas still had chances. They got greedy later on in the game. They went for it. That fourth down play. Anyway, that fourth down play that we're talking about right now. That was a crazy. They only had 3 yards to go. Romo didn't have to throw it up like that, But But it is what it is.
There's a play like that in the Broncos Colts game last night that I'll probably talk about. It was 3rd down though.
Yeah.
But we'll get into that in the.
Let's go ahead. There's really not much more to say about the Cowboy Green Bay game. What do you think about it? Cowboys just bitches, or what happened?
Cowboys typical playoff fashion with Tony Romo. They can't get it done.
Yeah, to Romo's credit, he really didn't throw that soul-crushing interception that he always does.
No, he didn't.
This is the best December, January he's ever had.
Yeah.
And he did it with a fucking broken back. He did it with a broken back, Jeff. Jesus.
Yeah, no, he did. You can't really blame that loss on him, and I'm still butthurt about that game that they beat the Rams that I was there for. I'm still butthurt about that bullshit.
Yeah, but let's go ahead and let's transition over to the Colts and Broncos game. I got to admit, man, I was surprised at the outcome, but I probably shouldn't have been. I think that I
was surprised at how one-sided the game was.
It really
after
was.
Denver's first possession.
Yeah, it was. But, maybe we shouldn't have been so surprised. I mean, fucking Broncos have not played well the second half of the season. They've won some games, but they were not looking all that dominant, and really that's because of the at times very inconsistent play of Peyton Manning. I mean, he's thrown a lot of picks this year.
It seems like that those nerves are starting to catch up with him, like in his neck and stuff. Because I was watching the game last night, and just like the balls he was throwing up had like nothing on them.
He threw some ducks, and it's
absolutely nothing on them. And I love Peyton Manning.
I do too. He threw the ball 48 times last night. 46 times, something like that.
I was watching that game last night. Maybe you could go to the play calling or maybe Peyton's decision making, but like. It seemed like every play, especially in that first half, because I wasn't able to see a little bit of the game because I was driving to coach last night.
Yeah.
Some hockey, but just like every other play, they were trying to throw the ball deep. And credit to the Colts defense, their man coverage was outstanding.
Yes, it was, and that's not an easy team to match up man with, and they did.
No, they were out fucking standing last night.
Yeah.
And there was one play in particular that made me feel that Peyton's decision making was off, or just something wasn't right.
Mm-hmm.
Because what was it? It was 3rd and 5. I want to say this was in the second or third quarter. I don't remember. It was in the second or third quarter. It was 3rd and 5, and Manning rolls out. He's got room to run. There's nobody in front of him for like 15, 20 yards.
Sure.
He decides, and it's right there. All he's got to do is just fucking walk to the first down. He decides to throw the ball downfield on the sideline.
Yeah.
Who was it? Was it Sanders? It might have been Sanders.
Probably Sanders, yeah.
It might have been Sanders, but he's got like 20 yards right in front of him, and I know Peyton's...
he's not very fleet of foot, yeah.
No, but he could have easily gotten the first down. He could have picked up 10, maybe 15 yards just by walking, and he just decides to throw the ball downfield. 4th down, Denver ends up punting the ball.
Yeah. It was a very strange game. I mean, Denver never seemed to be able to get into a groove.
He was getting booed.
Yeah,
getting booed.
It was quite crazy, and the question begs to
Colts
be asked.
kicked their ass last night, plain and simple.
Plain and simple. You're right. You're 100% right. But the question begs to be asked: is Peyton Manning done? Because he did not look very confident after that game last night. I mean, he could not answer the question.
I think he's starting to think that like this, it might be it.
Yeah. What does that mean for Denver if that's the case? I mean, is Denver completely fucked here or what?
I don't think they're completely fucked, but I think they need to go. They definitely need to get a quarterback in this draft.
Here's the thing. This is the interesting thing to think about. Everybody thought a few years ago the Colts were a pretty goddamn good team. Peyton Manning, they were 14-2. Peyton Manning was doing really well. Everything was great. The team looked good. The team looked solid around him because Peyton's so goddamn good. Peyton gets hurt, and they go 2-14 the next season. Mm-hmm. They went from 14-2.
He carried that team.
Yeah. They went from 14-2 to 2-14 because of his absence. There is nothing. There is not one established player that was there before the Peyton Manning years, maybe the exception of Denarius Thomas. But other than that, on the offensive side of the ball, everybody who's been there that has had success success with Peyton Manning. So there's nothing that leads me to believe that if Peyton Manning leaves this team, that offense is fuckoed. I mean, foobarred with a capital fuck.
I know their defense didn't play extremely well last night. They were okay.
No, they didn't show up. They didn't show up.
No, they didn't show up, but they weren't atrocious.
No, they weren't atrocious, but with luck, you had that offensive line and that no running game that Indiana has, and they don't. Indianapolis has no running game. They have no offensive line. Fucking
Trent Richardson was a healthy fucking scratch.
He was a healthy scratch. One of the worst trades in NFL history, by the way, that Trent Richardson trade. That was, my God, turns out to be such a bust. But
the way the Colts have played, I think they can kind of look past it.
Maybe. I agree with that. But Andrew Luck has been running for his life, and he's been taking shot after shot after shot. Yet Denver was not sending pressure up the gut. They were anytime they were blitzing, there was these exotic blitz packages that were coming off the edge where Luck can step up in the pocket. You can't let Luck step in the pocket like that.
Yeah, they don't exactly have the pass rush of the Rams or the Cardinals.
But to be fair, their pass rush is not a bad I mean, they had like the number
fucking
4 defense this year. This is not a bad team. And they can get to the quarterback, but for some reason, they were just not putting pressure where it needed to be. I mean, everybody was saying before the game, you got to go up the middle on Luck. He's like Brady. You put people at his feet, and that's fine. You got to draw him out of the pocket. But if you let Luck step up, he can extend plays up the middle and make plays anywhere on the field because he's a gunslinger. This guy will put the ball anywhere. He does not care. He does, and he's that talented where he can usually be right. Lucky is a dangerous man.
I like Andrew Luck a lot.
So do I. I like him a lot. He's got the size of Ben Roethlisberger, the arm of fucking John Elway, and the head of fucking Peyton Manning. I mean, Jesus Christ, this guy's dangerous.
And he can run.
And that's what I'm saying. It's ridiculous. He's got legs on him. It's insane. And
he sounds like Andre the Giant.
Yeah, right. Anybody want a peanut? Let's go ahead before we go back to the NFC, because since it was fuck it, let's get it out of the way because the other game sucked. Let's talk about that real quick. Seattle squashes Carolina to no one's surprise except maybe Lorne Darkin, who I believe his picks were Baltimore and Carolina. Missed the marks, buddy. I don't think they'll be playing in the Super Bowl. To really no one's surprise. Carolina looked like the inferior team.
They held on for a little bit. They held on for a little while, but
see, a Cam did step up in this game. Unfortunately, it didn't start with a C. This Cam started with a K, and he was on Seattle's team by the name of Cam Chancellor, and he had a hell of a fucking game. He stepped up. He's a guy to be reckoned with. Russell Wilson
dude does not give a fuck.
No, that team
will fucking kill you.
They got swag. I hate that word, but they got some swag on
them.
No.
I never want to hear that word.
I hate that word, but it's true.
Swag and fucking YOLO. If you use that, I literally want to super kick you in the fucking face.
You hear it all the time, I'm sure.
Oh my fucking God. Fucking YOLO. I hear that so many fucking times a day. And people, they use it out of context. They use it like for everywhere they fucking go.
Well, YOLO.
Everywhere they go. Oh, I'm going to the movies. YOLO. I'm going to go eat some pizza. YOLO. I just got fucking ass raped by a shark. YOLO.
Now that's YOLO. Getting ass raped by a shark, that's YOLO, son. That's right. That's right. And you know what? Especially if that shark had some swagger to him. You don't want none of that. Swaggy shark? You don't want no swaggy shark. What's the matter with you?
No, if the shark has fucking swaggy or whatever the fuck it is. I hope the person that it fucks has AIDS, and then the shark gets AIDS, and then it dies.
But yeah, that Seattle team is dangerous, very dangerous, and they beat the living piss out of Carolina. The Panthers are who we thought they were. The Panthers
are who we thought they were.
I mean, this is not a surprise. I never really felt like the team was that good. And they weren't. The record dictates it. They beat some very bad teams to get where they got. And that's it. I mean, that's it. End of fucking story. Carolina's gone. Let's move on. Let's talk about the game the best game of the weekend. The game that gave heart palpitations to New Englanders everywhere. Because the Ravens had New England dead to rights. 14-point deficit, man. The Ravens looked like they were pulling away. And then Tom Brady happened.
Tom Brady? I can't stand New England, but because I'm still butthurt about 0-1 Super Bowl.
Yeah, I know you are.
That's what turned the franchise around for the Rams, because ownership and the front office.
Joe Cronin wants to fight you over this, by the way.
No, I respect the fucking piss out of the Patriots. I fucking respect the Patriots. What was it? 3 championships in what, 4 or 5 years?
Been a long time though. Been a while.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they're. It seems like they're in the AFC Championship every fucking year.
It's because they are.
I just don't like them because, like I said, I'm butthurt about 0-1.
Don't blame you. Don't blame.
But you can't argue the fact that they're fucking there every year. They're like the Cardinals. Why people hate the fucking Cardinals?
Yeah, as good as this game
tired of seeing them win.
As good as this game was, Baltimore did everything they were supposed to do. You put up 4 points or whatever they did, you expect to win this game against New England, plain and fucking simple. Especially with the defense that Baltimore has had as of late. They've been able to impose their will on Tom Brady at times. This was a game Baltimore was primed to win. The problem is Belichick, fucking Brady, and these
Belichick, Brady, they're too fucking good.
These schemes that they'll come up with.
And after this season's over, the Jets will be calling the Patriots to bring in Julian Edelman for quarterback.
Right.
Through a beautiful pass to Danny Amendola, who I love, and I hated seeing him leave St. Louis, but he's made of glass.
He is made of glass, that's true. This was an interesting game, not for any of the game reasons, but because, once again, there is controversy surrounding the Patriots. Are they cheaters? Did they do something wrong? Are they downright no good shenanigan fucking... No!
No, correct me if I'm wrong. Harbaugh was saying that they weren't notified in time of like eligible receivers and all that.
That's what they could not see. Here's the thing: they're saying they could not identify the eligible receiver on the field. The thing is, the notification did happen. The referees made the notification. It happened. So Belichick did nothing wrong here. That's like saying that a flea flicker, because Harbaugh was saying deception. They were trying to deceive. A flea flicker's deception. A fucking rollout, a tossed sweep to a fucking running back.
A play action.
A play action, exactly. But they did another play, the play you just mentioned, Edelman to Amendola. That's a deception play. Where's your fucking outrage on that? Where's your outrage on that? The thing is, everybody wants to blow up everything that has to do with the Patriots.
Belichick caught you with your fucking pants down.
Absolutely. And fucking Harbaugh, you know what? I got to give Harbaugh some credit. He ran out in the field like a psycho to stop the play. He took a penalty to do it. I give him a little bit of credit on that. I'm like, you know what? Sometimes you got to do what you got to do. But he still couldn't stop him. They only ran 3 of these plays, by the way. These weird formation plays where they lined up weird people at different positions. They've only ran it 3 times. So if Harbaugh has such a problem, that means he has a problem with the Wildcat. It means he has a problem with fucking flea flickers, reverses, anything else that is designed to deceive.
I'm sorry. You brought up the Wildcat, and it took me back to when I played Madden. When people set up in the Wildcat, I just laughed so hard. I'm like, you're gonna get a huge fucking loss.
Fucking Wildcat. What a fad that
Wildcat,
was. Wildcat.
I wonder what you're going to do. Run or pass?
Right. Oh, look what he did.
Oh, look. Well, let's try this. I'll run commit, see what happens. Oh, okay. Loss of 9.
Yeah,
beautiful.
There you go. So the AFC title game will be those plucky, lucky Indianapolis Colts versus the New England Patriots, and this game will be in Foxborough, correct? Yes? Foxborough? Yeah, that'll be Foxborough.
Number 1 seed.
And this game is the late game on the 18th, and if you like New England, you're given 7. The early spread is they are giving 7 to the Colts. They beat the crap out of the Colts already once this year.
I was going to say, they kicked the crap out of them earlier in the year.
Are the Colts a different team? Do they have a chance? And what is your prediction?
I'd love to see Indianapolis win. I would, and I think it's going to be a much closer game than that game earlier in the season.
Yeah.
But yeah, how do you go against New England?
Yeah. In Foxborough,
Yeah.
it's hard.
Tom Brady, Bill Belichick.
To be fair, Luck has the talent to win this game.
Yes, he does.
He does.
Yes, he does.
I'm kind of inclined to take the points. I don't know. It's going to be close. I don't think it's going to be I don't think it's going to be a blowout. I think it's going to be a close game.
It's going to be a close game.
So I might take the points in this situation, but if I have to pick overall who's going to win who's going to win the game, I'm going to go with New England.
But the Indianapolis defense has to. I think they have to take a step up from what they did to Denver.
Yeah.
Because New England's got their receivers are just absolutely unreal. Well, they're not unreal, but Tom Brady makes some fucking superstars with Edelman, Amendola, and you got fucking Gronkowski.
Yeah, that's the thing. When you come down to a game like this, sometimes you're going to look at who's got the best player in the game. And the reality is it's not Luck, it's not Brady, it is Rob Gronkowski. He is the best player on that field. And if he gets going, this is going to get out of hand because that guy he has taken over games like no tight end has ever done in football. Period. It's never happened. What this guy does is unprecedented. He is ridiculous. This man is ridiculous. Absolutely. He changes games. And to do that at the tight end position is just insane. So I think New England's both of our picks there, correct?
Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the other one. Up in Seattle in the early game, those Seahawks will be taking on the Green Bay Packers. And if you like Seattle, you're giving up 7.5 to Green Bay, which I find is an interesting spread because Aaron Rodgers still looked kind of fucked up to me. Now, granted, he's
got the week to heal up.
He does have a week to heal up, but
and look at it like this: the Panthers scored 17 on Seattle.
Yeah.
I think Green Bay is going to score more than that.
So is this a taking Green Bay? Are we taking Green Bay, Mr. Huffman?
I don't know if we're taking Green Bay, but it's going to be a much closer game than the Carolina game.
Yeah, really. So I've got to put you on the spot. Who's your pick?
Hard to go against that 12th man.
It is.
Hard to go against that. And, their defense has been, looking better than last year, maybe with the exception, giving up 17 to Carolina. But
giving up 17 to a weird offensive style, whenever you're playing Cam Newton and that guy is capable of taking over a game.
Right.
Giving up 17 is not such a bad thing. Most defensive coordinators, they want their team to hold another team under 20. If you can hold a team under 20, you're feeling pretty good about your chances to win, especially in today's offensive-minded NFL. So, but are they going to be able to do that against Rodgers and this ridiculous, magical fucking offense?
I don't think Seattle's going to be able to do that. But I also don't think Green Bay is going to be able to stop Marshawn Lynch.
That's a tough one, man. It's a tough one.
I'd love to see Green Bay win.
Oh, fuck.
I really would.
I got to pick Seattle just because I'd rather see Seattle, New England than Green Bay, New England. But
I think it's going to be Seattle too.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Seattle. All right, so there you have it. What's that?
We're going to have two really good games here.
Yeah, I think they're both going to be really good, and they should be. It's going to be exciting to watch. Should be good football.
And we could potentially see another Richard Sherman pipe bomb.
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. And fucking Sherman loses his mind. And the cool thing is, really, any way the Super Bowl goes, we're looking at a really, really nice matchup because I think Indianapolis.
Dallas isn't in it. That's all I care about.
Yeah. Well, Indianapolis, I think, matches up with both teams rather well. I think they match up with Seattle and Green Bay. Their worst matchup is the team they're playing this week. So if they can get past New England, I think they match up much better against Seattle or Green Bay. And really, any combination of these four teams should be an exciting Super Bowl. So we'll see. We'll see.
I mean, anything's going to be better than that Super Bowl last year.
Yeah, that was crazy. Ugh, Peyton. Poor Peyton. Maybe he never recovered from that. I don't know. He looked really dejected. I feel bad for Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
I do. We're going to move on to another subject here that we usually don't talk about. We're going to talk a little tennis for a second. We're going to get on the clay court, or the hard court, or the grass court, whatever the fuck they're playing on.
This is all you, bud.
Yeah, well, I kind of sprung this on you, but I just want to make note of it real quick. Roger Federer beat, oh, Jesus Christ, Milos Raonic? I fucking no idea.
Can't help you.
He beat him 6-4, 6-7, and 6-4 to win his 1,000 career match. And not surprisingly, he did it winning another tournament. With those 1,000 career matches, he has 17 Grand Slam titles to go with. Out of his 1,000 career matches, over 750 of them has been won in straight sets. I think it is fair to say that Roger Federer...
Okay, now... Yeah, that's
impressive.
Pretty good.
That's impressive.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's pretty impressive. I think it's fair to say it's hard to argue with the statement that Roger Federer is the greatest tennis player to ever live. It's hard to argue against it because he played in a very competitive era. He's had some very good players that played with him.
Really, the only guy that can take him down is Nadal.
He's had some problems with Nadal, but really, when Federer was in his prime, he owned Nadal too.
Yeah.
So, Roger Federer is quite amazing.
This is for me watching when I actually watched it when there was nothing else on.
Yeah.
But
And I don't want to spend a lot of time on tennis. I just felt it was a noteworthy thing in sports to bring up. It's quite an amazing thing. 1,000 career wins. Congratulations, Roger Federer. So finally, we got a wrestling story to close out the week. This is the last thing we're going to talk about today, and I just want to touch on it for a few minutes. Robert Bobby Holm, better known as Sir Mo of Men on a Mission, went on Jackie Jones and the 1-inch biceps on the most recent episode of In Your Head Wrestling Radio. And he had quite an interesting interview. Basically, what this jackass who has no credibility in the wrestling business, by the way, everyone thinks this guy is a toolbox. What he said is, when Men on a Mission came into WWE, they were dominant. They were so dominant in the first 5 weeks. But then they got pulled for some reason, and he never knew why. He claims that Vince McMahon, when asked about why Men on a Mission are no longer was getting their push or whatever, Vince said that Men on a Mission was so intimidating, so scary, that none of the teams in the back wanted to work with them. And what's more, Vince said, and I quote, "I can't sugarcoat it, they're a bunch of pussies." That's what this man is claiming Vince McMahon said. Holy fucking shit. Are you kidding me? But this jackass would go on to state that, this is more believable, that Shawn Michaels once attacked him in the back. Like, actually attacked him. Now, I wouldn't necessarily say that that's not a false statement. However, he said, Shawn Michaels came flying at me with the elbow shots. Like, flying elbow shots like he does in the ring. That's what he was saying Shawn Michaels did to this man. So, and then when he complained about it, they got heat upon themselves and they were like off of TV for 5 months. I got to call bullshit once again because that's called assault, asshole. And no rest. Look, if you're too stupid to call the police when you've been assaulted, then you've got no one to blame but yourself. So I just thought it was an interesting story. Do you even remember Men on a Mission? Because you're being really quiet. You don't remember Mo and Mabel?
What's that?
You don't remember Mo and Mabel?
Mabel.
Later, better known as Viscera.
Yes. I've seen them.
Yeah.
Or Mabel, Viscera at least.
Yeah, Viscera, before all that shit, he was King Mabel. And he had a tag team partner by the name of Mo, and they were Men on a Mission. And they were terrible. They were not a good tag team. They were never in line.
Well, that was going to be my
push.
first guess. That's probably why I haven't heard too much about them. Probably because they sucked.
Yeah. They were never going to get a big push. Mo was never going to be a star. The attraction was Mabel because he was damn near 7 feet tall and he was 580 goddamn pounds. The guy was massive.
I'm surprised that dude lived as long as he did.
I know, right? I know, it's insane. This is just another story in a long line of people with sour fucking grapes who did not get what they wanted out of life. So now they're going to milk whatever fame they may have had for as much as they possibly can. And because it's the wrestling industry, because he's doing shoot interviews, the guy can't be prosecuted for fucking libel or slander. It's insane to me that they can get away because he's doing a shoot interview. They're protected for some reason. This is crazy to me that these assholes can continue to poison the waters of an already murky wrestling industry with these type of fucking stories, which I don't believe. I don't fucking believe Vince McMahon has ever said, especially to a goddamn jobber like Mo, that they're a bunch of pussies, that the rest of the locker room is a bunch of pussies. I don't believe it. You're not going to convince me that it happened. Good day, fucking Mo. Jesus Christ. What do you think about this crazy story?
Yeah, I don't buy McMahon saying that.
Well, Mo, to be completely honest with you, they're a bunch of pussies. Nah, I just don't see it.
Yeah, I don't see Vince McMahon.
I don't see it.
Saying that.
Don't see it, I don't buy it, and you can take your wares elsewhere, sir. Fucking insane. You got anything for the children before we get out of here, my man?
Yeah, you check me out on YouTube. My YouTube is Grand Slam 87. Just search it, it'll come up. Post all kinds of video game crap and just talk about random craps. More often than not, it's sports or something that I'm angry about.
Yep.
Typically. I just put out a video the other day, which the best video I've done view-wise. It's me basically screaming. No, not basically. It is me screaming at Call of Duty. Yeah. And thank you and Tommy. You guys made that happen. Thank you for that.
All Tommy,
appreciate
baby.
that.
I do what I can, but yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, if you guys want a good laugh, go check that out. That'd be great. I'd really appreciate that. If you want to hit me up on Twitter, my Twitter handle is at GrandSlam87. And if you want to play PlayStation with me, PlayStation ID is also GrandSlam87. You can play games like Call of Duty, NHL, MLB, WWE, and Battlefield. If you like that stuff, feel free to hit me up. Love to play with you guys. And, if you're looking to get yourself in better shape, I can maybe help you out with that. You can just hit me up on Twitter. I'll gladly interact with you on that.
Now, I got to stop you for a moment. I got to stop you for a moment because I got to put you on the spot because, once again, I believe it's Black Mamba who is chastising you for tips. He brought it up on Twitter, and
you got to tell me. Tell me specifically what you're looking to get.
Oh, he got specific. He got about as specific as Black Mamba's ever gonna get. And he wrote back when I wrote to him what you just said. He said, "General nutrition tips." So give us one general nutrition tip that you should live your life by today. Give us one, Huffman. Go.
General nutrition tips. Take out all sweets, and because I don't eat chips or fucking candy or cake or any of that. I don't eat any of that bullshit. Take that shit out first. Or if you really like fast food, you're eating there like that multiple times a week. Cut that shit out.
Yeah, it's a pretty common sense
tip.
No,
I can't remember the last time I've gone to a fast food restaurant. And the one thing like I'll go out and get on some rare occasion, say rare occasion, I'd go to maybe Buffalo Wild Wings or get a pizza from somewhere.
Oh, God. See, here's the thing. That all sounds nice and good, but what Jeff is basically telling everybody out there to do is be miserable! Fucking hate your life. No, I'm kidding, because since the beginning of the year...
It's really not that bad. It's not bad for me, because I just gave everything the cold shoulder. And
but you did that at like 13. You know? You didn't live your life in a destitute of fatness like most of us have, you know. But you're right, though. It is not that hard. Since the beginning of the year, I have cut out all junk food from my life and just been eating very clean tuna, vegetables,
You'll be amazed
rice.
how much better you'll feel.
I do feel better. I'm working out. I'm going to swimming is the one thing I'm able to do with my fucked up nerve fucking system that I have. I can swim.
I'm not claiming to be like a nutrition expert. I mean, like a lot of
most of your stuff is common sense. It's
common sense.
Yeah. And I agree with it. And I feel better. I'm losing weight. I'm fitting into things that I've never fit before. Pretty soon, my abs are going to look better than Jeff's abs. Because right now I just have one giant ab. But underneath that, I'm a fucking Hulkamaniac. I'm telling you, just wait, just give me some time because it's going to be insane because I'm a sexy man. But other than that, make sure you're checking out all of our friends over at the Joe Cronin Show and Shot from the Point. Devious Dave Rose. Yes, he's no longer Dave because there can only be one, and that's me. So he's Dave Rose. Check him out. He does the Dark Show on Friday nights. 4-hour type of monetized dish-ish, talk about everything type of show.
Bills hired Rex Ryan.
Yeah, I know they did. Disgusting.
That was just made official.
Disgusting.
And the Korean guy, what's his name? Chung Ho Kang or Jimmy Chung Lee or
Fook
something.
Me Ra?
What?
Fook Me Ra. His name's Fook Me Ra.
Like Jang Ho Kang or something. Well, anyway, he's heading to Pittsburgh for a physical, so he could.
You've heard it. Fook Me Raw going to Pittsburgh. Fook Me Raw, the new Pittsburgh Pirate. There you go.
Sushi bar going to Pittsburgh.
We're racists. We're a bunch of racists, Jeff. Jesus Christ. Yeah. I'm kind of upset that
they do the same thing to us over there. So.
Yeah. Well, what do? They go like this. You can't see me. I squished my face together. That was racist. What I just did, that was racist. That was wrong. I actually got to feel bad.
Yeah, it's my understanding that everybody else in the rest of the world thinks we're all rednecks.
We all make fun of everybody. Everybody makes fun of everybody.
Everybody makes fun of everybody.
Let's fucking stop with all this
stupidity. Someone gets butthurt about it and tries to turn it into a war.
Yeah, I'm sure my channel's going to get shut down or firebombed or something. Who fucking knows? I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit. But yeah, I love the Korean people there. They're happy. I don't fucking know. It's all jokes, people. Don't be so fucking butthurt. Other than that, luckily this is the end of the show. Like nobody's watching anyway. So
probably
we've put them all to bed because it's what we do. Thank you for joining us once again. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share as always. Oh, and make sure you check out my newest merchandise items on Spreadshirt, deadondave.spreadshirt.com. I have a cup you can drink from me anytime you like with your new Copious Cup, the almighty Copious Cup. Make sure you check that out because what better way to drink coffee than out of my face? I can't think of a better way. And you can also get all the shirts and everything right there. Check it out. Support the show. It's all helping to make the show better. So I got once again thank Isaac Rojas for all the work that he's done. This week on Creators Corner, the interview with Tommy NC 2010 will be up. It wasn't going to be till next week, but because of everything that has happened, I decided I'm going to go ahead and throw it up this week. It's already edited and ready to go. So this Thursday, the interview that everybody will be talking about and has already been talking about will air. Make sure you check it out. Creators Corner, Thursday, Tommy NC 2010. Other than that, we love you. I hope you love us. We are one big family. I know I didn't do it right, but I don't care because Barney sucks and Dave rules. Thank you, Jeff Huffman, for joining me once again.
Thank you.
We are out of here.